Innovate India, National Science and Idea Fest, INSIF Edition 1.
Respected Linus Jesus Martin, Dean of our university, faculty members, Professor Lakshmi, who is the organizer, and students. I'm very happy to know that nearly 28 school students have come in large numbers, about 300 and odd students are here. It's nice to meet all of you. You have come to a forum to think about new India. Innovate. Innovate India means the future is very glorious years for you. It is not like the previous centuries. This century is totally different. You are going to have new things going to happen. We are talking about artificial intelligence, quantum technology, and new things we are talking about, genetic engineering, brain on a chip, so many things we are talking. So things are going to be totally different. And you are all going to become super human society. So I am going to talk to you. So when I see normally students, I think of my early life. When you are a student, you have got a lot of thinking, imagination. We should become a great leader, scientist, doctor, like that you all think about your future. But what is important is four things. Dr. Abdul Kalam used to tell the students four things. You aim high, think about your future. Number two, you have to acquire knowledge. That education gives you knowledge. Third thing is you have to work very hard. Then only you can achieve your aim. Fourth thing is problems will come, but don't worry about problems. You should become the captain of the problems. If you adopt these four things, you can become a great person. Now, when you say innovate means it's a creative thinking. So Abdul Kalam says, learning gives you creativity. So when you study, you get creative thinking. Don't just copy what you are studying. Think. Creativity leads to thinking. Learning gives you creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking gives you better knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. This is what Dr. Abdul Kalam said. So it is very important. Learning is very important, that which you are doing in the school. But at the same time, you have to be creative. That is what is very important. When you will become creative, if you think that I have the potential, I am a great person, I have got confidence, I want to be flying, like that when you think, you will become creative. That is what is required for you. So, my topic today to discuss with you, the topic I have chosen, you see that, New India with Super Smart Society. You are all going to be part of this new India which is emerging, and you are all going to be smart society people, super smart society people. What is that super smart? I am going to explain to you. I am going to start about the universe. You know the universe. We are all part of the universe. Universe started 13.8 billion years before from a globe. A huge globe came and the universe started from that. Who gave the globe? That nobody knows, but there was a globe. So slowly it got developed. Today it has got a diameter of, you can see, 92 billion light years. What is the light years? What light year is? 9.4 trillion kilometer. Then you think of that size. So what does it consist of? 95% dark. The blue and red, what you see, the 95% is dark. Universe is dark. What is the remaining 5%? 4% is helium and hydrogen. So you are left with 1%. 0.5% is the star. So remaining 0.5%, 0.3% is neutrino. So you are left with only 0.2% of the whole universe. This 0.2% consists of again some gases, again it is different matters, but 0.03% is the planets. Trillions of planets are there, all put together is only 0.03% of the universe. Then think of the earth, which is nowhere in the universe. So what makes it to expand is the dark energy, expands the universe. The dark matter tightens all the stars with the galaxy and they move together. And this is the galaxy where we are, that is called the Milky Way, that is 13.2 billion years old. And there is a sun which is here, a dot, that's the sun, and the solar system. So when the solar system got formed, Earth was there, it was like this, vertical and very hot. There's another planet called Theia. This planet hit on the Earth 4.5 billion years before, and because of the heat, intensive heat was generated, and many particles came out, but the Earth got cooled, and the Earth got shifted because of the heat, 23.5 degree. So this is helping us for the 4 seasons. And Earth over a period of time got cooled, atmosphere came, Earth became beautiful. And all these debris joined together to form the moon. So today we are here, Earth-Moon system, which is a very livable. And what happened to our life? Slowly life started. Nearly 2 billion years before, life started. And 500 million years before, the mammals started. And the major thing is 200 million years before, the dinosaurs came and they ruled the whole earth. But all the dinosaurs died because of the hit of an asteroid 65 million years before. Very huge asteroid came and hit on the earth at Mexico, and because of the shock, all the dinosaurs died. So asteroids are very dangerous. Similar thing happens on the earth again, all human beings will die. So we have to protect that. So the nearly 200,000 years before, the human life started, and the evolution, finally you see a human walking here, and more than 5,000, lives have happened. Many, 5,000 generations have happened. And all these things, how do we know? That whatever I am telling, how do we know? Because of the telescopes. So the Hubble telescope and James Webb, they have given a lot of information, and the whole thing is consolidated in a place called Center for Nuclear Research in Europe. They have got a big tunnel, the deep inside the earth, a 26-kilometer tunnel where they pass the particles. The particles travel, what is generated from the collider, the particles move in a speed, high speed. Why do they do the test? They want to find out what gave the glow to start the universe. So which is the God particle? The whole aim is to find out the God particle which made the universe. So in the research, what they found out is neutrinos. The neutrinos was found out because of the research, and they also got the speed of light. But a lot of data is coming, and they are trying to analyze and then try to make a detailed study and undertake many research to find out the God particle. So then what happened? Earth has got, people have come, people started working, and there's an evolution. That evolution is called technology evolution. This is human life. We started with Stone Age, then Bronze Age came. The first bronze was made in India, the bronze statue. We made the first alloy. We made the Panchaloga. Panchaloga is 5 metals by investment casting. We have got a pillar in Qutub Minar, 3,000 years old, wrought iron, there's no rust. So that is our technology. Then we found out the rocket. First rocket was made in 1792 in India. So like that, we also got into the technology during this age, Bronze Age and Iron Age. Then we were ruled by the British. So afterwards, we didn't think of much. But the world has moved to chemical age, plastics age, nuclear age during the Second World War. Then biotechnology came, space age came, then nanotechnology came. Finally, we are in AI and quantum computing. This is the age we are now. So during the First World War and Second World War, new technologies came. During Cold War, these nanotechnology and other new technologies emerged. And today we are in the Industry 4.0 and looking at AI, robotics, intelligent biomaterials, sensors, cyber warfare, we are looking at it. The future is like this. We can replace any part of the body, but not the brain. So the future research is how to make a brain on a chip. Take the brain, make it as a chip. How do we do that? This is what the research is going on. Then speed, we have to go faster. That is called hypersonics. Then cyber physical systems. Everything is combined with software and hardware. Molecular biology, human machine interface, space resources from outside. Then the transhuman, how do you make things human oriented? Then net zero carbon, that is, you have to save the earth. Earth is getting warmed, global warming. So we have to see that, how to find solution to cool the earth. So what we are doing in India, if you see India, we have got our main problem was food. So we started the green revolution. We are making 300 million tons of food grains we are making today in India. We are the largest producer of milk in the world. We are working on the clean energy, that is the renewable energy, and mainly focusing on hydrogen and nuclear. Solar has become a very important requirement for us. We are using space technology for our agriculture. Our idea is to go for 500 million tons of food grains by 2047. Why 2047? 2047 is the 100th year of our independence. During that time, India should be a developed India. So for that, we are pushing all the technologies to that. Supercomputer is available. Quantum computer we are in India, we are making. Then we are electric vehicles, EV. Then Industry 5.0, IT, we are doing very well. $290 billion is our earning per year. Then chips we are making, electronics we are pushing, communication we are doing very well. Then the defense, we have got nuclear submarine. We are making one new aircraft we are making, that's called stealth aircraft. So these fifth generation aircraft, missiles we have, space, we have done a lot of work, landed on the moon. We are studying the sun called Aditya program. So the new launch vehicles we are making, laser we have got, laser weapons. We are now looking at by 2047, we should have our factory on the moon. Why factory on the moon? I tell you, this is the innovation. And hyperplane, we should go everywhere faster. So what is happening now is new things have come. That is data, big data. Data is a very important thing now, big data. Augmented reality, how do you make things like real? 3D printing. These are the new technologies which you may not know now, but these are the technologies which you should understand for future. Okay. So now from the Industry 4.0, we are now giving importance to AI, and AI is moving to AGI. That's the next generation artificial intelligence going to come. And we are working on 5G in India. So we want to see that instead of taking technology from other countries, India should make all the technologies. That is why we are trying to do. For that, a lot of innovations are required. We have to do it. That can be done only by this younger generation. So robotics, what it will do, it can operate the systems, process control it can do, it can fight the war. The humanoid is soldier. Instead of sending our soldier, you can send the humanoids. Then surgery, instead of doctor, a robotic can do the surgery. These are the new things which are going to come. Agriculture, this space already we are using. This is the girl who is going to fly. This in our Gaganyaan program, space program. So the AI, the generative AI has come. We are now moving to AGI, that is artificial general intelligence, and then to ASI, super intelligence. So all the things what you are thinking can be done by the AI today. So AI is dominating now. So what will happen if the AI comes into a very important thing? That is, industry will change. Industry has got tremendous advantage because of AI. Already our industry has reported 25% saving in operation because of the AI introduction. And society, what has happened? From hunter, we became agriculturalist. Then we talked about industry. Then we are information society now. Now we are moving to super smart society. What is super smart society? Using AI, using IoT. IoT is Internet of Things. And robotics, all these things are going to change our lifestyle, change our living, all those things. So innovation is going to be more in this area. So when you say innovate India, innovate all the programs, you should think how you can think of new things like this. So one thing which I will talk about the innovation in space is that space research started with Sarabhai and Professor Satish Dhawan. Today we have mastered satellite technology. We have number of satellites. We have got number of launch vehicles. We can go to any orbit, and we are going to have very soon the IRNSS in operation. That is what we are normally using the other satellites for our navigation. We will be using our own. Now we are using it for defense, but we will use it for our public use. And so we are self-reliant in all the technologies. You can see we have conquered all the orbits, polar orbit. We put the satellite in the polar orbit. So this satellite will be able to monitor any part of the Earth because the Earth is rotating, this is also moving. So you will be able to do that. And we have got geosynchronous orbit. We have got satellite which will be focusing on a particular area. So 24 hours you will be able to have the communication. Low Earth orbit is for the scientific purposes. So this is the GSLV.
40s have ignited.
Geosynchronous launch
One,
vehicle. You know.
0, +1,
Vehicle lifts
plus
off.
2, plus
Vehicle
3,
lifts off.
+4, +5,
सॉलिड इंजन
+10 seconds.
भी इग्नाइट कर दिया गया है और ये प्रक्षेपण
Yes,
सीधा
So this is the polar satellite. So what if you see today, we have mastered not only the technology, space technology, we have done innovation in many things. What are the innovations we have done? If you see the innovation,
India has become the first country in the world to reach Mars in its first attempt and become the first country in the world to successfully land a spacecraft on South Pole of the Moon. And did you know that India has created an incredible record by successfully launching 104 satellites by a single rocket?
so like that, many innovations have come in the space area. We are now moving to the Gaganyaan mission. That is, Indian should be in space. This is Shukla who has gone to International Space Station. So now we have done one more innovation which is very important, is this satellite. This is called NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar Satellite, which is the largest size Earth observation satellite ever made. And this satellite, you see that antenna, this antenna which is there for the satellite is the world's first dual frequency and the largest size. This is 12-meter gold-plated mesh, and what you see the antenna for the synthetic aperture radar is a new one, and it's a collaboration between India and America, and we have done that, and it is now in operation. So what it will do, even 1 centimeter variation on the land you can find out because of that. So suppose you want to do agriculture, you want to do soil analysis for a large area, in a minute you will find out even the 1 centimeter variation in the place. So this is going to be a very huge new thing which has come is out of the innovation. So what we are trying to do is we want to use the satellites in the orbit, in the geostationary orbit, as well as this NISAR to do agriculture. We want to produce more food, 3 times more than what we have got. So the young people like you are now in school, but when you reach college and you do that, this is what these people have done. Who have done the engineering, they have made a station, they have put a station, ground station, receiving the satellite images and converting all the bits of the land to a beautiful land and operate the whole land management, soil, the seeds, then cultivation, then harvesting, everything they want to do using AI, drone, robots. This is called precision farming. Whole thing is operated by AI. This you can see the drones they are doing. Everything is done by a mobile phone. No person involved. No human being involved in making the productivity of the land. So this is a very big innovation. The innovation is laser-induced breakdown spectroscopy they are using to understand the soil condition. So because of that, like this, there are many startups have come. More than 500 startups are there in space and defense by the young people. They have done it. Rockets are being made by outside, not ISRO. Outside they are doing now. You can see this is at IIT Madras. They've got a startup called Agnikul. They are making all 3D printing. You should go and see, school children should go and see what others are doing. Go to IIT and see how the 3D printing is being done. These are the new technologies which you should know. Then your vision will change to find out new things. So today India has got 1,70,000 startups with 120 unicorns. Unicorn means each company is making $1 billion per year. That is unicorn. So SRM, we have got a startup. This startup is called Eagle Eye. This is an anti-drone startup we have made. And IIT has given 50 lakhs to this, our people to do that. So this is one of the things which there is an innovation is they are making a laser and the ammunition rides over the laser to hit the drone. This is the innovation which they are doing now.
More than 50% of its population below the age of 25 years. And this young force is starting their business, due to which India has become the world's largest and fastest growing startup ecosystem.
So this is the moon mission which you all know. You know what is the importance of moon mission? When we did the Chandrayaan 1, we found water in the pole. So first time water, the hydroxyl has been located by Indian satellite. So this is a very important thing. Why water is important? Water is life. And you can make hydrogen, you can make oxygen. Hydrogen means fuel. You can make rocket fuel, you can make oxygen for living. That means if water is there, living is possible. But conditions may not be good, but you can have appropriate arrangement for thermal control and live there. You can stay for a long time. So water, once we have found water, the Americans who have gone 50 years before, again they have got interest now because water has been found out by India. Then they want to reach the South Pole to study. All attempts have failed. Only India has succeeded in reaching the South Pole. So where we landed, southern side, near to the pole, South Pole. So the Chandrayaan 1 and Chandrayaan 3 is a big breakthrough compared to what the world has achieved. So India has achieved. So this is the innovation. So innovation is how do we overcome the magnetic properties of the moon at the poles. That was the innovation. So today we are very clear that we have got an opportunity to reach there and start an industry. So this is the program, the Gaganyaan program. People have been trained in Russia. They are all astronauts trained, and we are now on the way to go for the Gaganyaan mission. So India has planned to go up to 7 programs for the Chandrayaan. Today we have completed 3, 4 and 5 have been approved and is going to be there. and we were going to go take the material and bring back in the 4. 5 also is like that. 6 and 7 will be having different missions. So we are trying to participate in these missions. From the SRM, we are trying to participate. School children also should participate in this type of missions. So this is the platform we are going to have. Like International Space Station, India is going to have a space station called Bharatiya Antariksha Station. 400 kilometer altitude, this station will be moving. We can do all the zero-G tests. So if you want to really become an astronaut, students should know there is a center in Russia called the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center where they have got different facilities. 26 types of facilities are there to make an astronaut. For 1 year, he has to go through the training. So you see, this is zero G, zero gravity. You have to fly, you have to find out. Then water pressure, all these things, different things are there. Inside staying, then acceleration, like that many tests are there. I have taken 50 students recently to this place to tell them how they can become astronaut. So once you become astronaut, you will be going to this space station initially and later to the moon. That's our plan. So this is the experiments our Shukla has done. And why we are interested on the moon? You should know. So why we are interested on the moon is, moon has got a very peculiar material called helium-3. Why helium-3? Helium-3 is a energetic material, 100 times superior to uranium, amenable for fusion energy. It has to be fused with deuterium. Then it generates energy much more than what we can get from uranium. Uranium we are splitting, here we are fusing. So this energy is a non-radioactive energy, because we have got a problem of radioactivity because of the uranium. So if you go for helium, radioactivity will be much less. Why helium-3 is available only on the moon, not on the earth? Because of the solar wind and solar radiation, all the helium got deposited in the absence of atmosphere. We have got atmosphere, moon does not have atmosphere, so all are lying there as a dust. So this dust, which is called regolith, we have to segregate the helium-3 by a robotic system and then bottle them, all the helium-3 we have to bottle them and launch from the moon to the earth. So launching from moon is easier because the gravity is only 1/6 of the earth. So this is what we are trying to do in our factory, which will be established during 2047, the 100th year of our independence. That's why we are interested on the moon. And if it is can be done near the South Pole, water is also available. So this is the fusion energy. We have got a big program on fusion energy to make it ready before we go to the moon and take that. So Americans are also interested. They are also trying to do. They have got a plan from 26, but 27, 28, they will be on the moon starting their colony. The Russians and China, they have joined together. They are going to have the nuclear power station there, plus all the big earth, they are removing the important material from the moon. They are having a big plan. So we are also there on the race. And we are also thinking of solar power satellites, because the solar power on the earth depends on the sun's availability. But if you go up all the time, you get the solar energy. So 24 hours, if you want to get solar energy, you have to put big satellites on the satellite. This is innovation. These people have not done. You can think of innovation, how to do it. So climate change is a problem. So we are all in the renewable energy, but we want to use more on the ocean now. See, 70% of the earth is ocean. It has got energy. It absorbs all the energy from the sun. We are not utilizing properly the ocean to generate energy. So the thermal energy can come from the ocean. And we have got another problem is the debris. After we started launching many satellites, they have become debris over the earth, you can see. And there are 680 collisions have already taken place. So we have got a big problem on the removal of the debris. Here also innovation can be there, how to remove the debris. And another important problem is asteroid. 26,000 asteroids are coming towards Earth. Even one asteroid hits on the Earth, we will be out. So how do we save that? So there's a big research going on. Out of 26,000, at least 10 of them are likely to hit on the Earth. So already a lot of studies have been made, which are the asteroids which will hit on the Earth and which year it is going to come. Everything has been studied. Now people are trying to find out how do we save that. This is you can see the movement of the asteroid, and this is our Earth. See, this is our Earth, and this is the movement of asteroids. Everyone is studying how the Earth is moving in the orbit and when this will collide on the Earth. So a lot of studies have been made, and these are most dangerous thing for the human life. So that is what is required to be done. Here also a lot of innovations are required. So now where do we live after the Earth? So one is Mars, which is people are now studying whether Mars one can live, or we go to Titan, the moon of the Saturn, which is also a living place, or go out of the solar system, or have a colony. You go to a colony. Colony can be there. The Earth-Moon system, you have got 5 points called Lagrangian points. Where Lagrangian point, the Earth-Moon gravity becomes equal. So anything you go to the Lagrangian point will remain. So L4 and L5, there's a very interesting place where large mass can be put. So people have designed to put 10 million people colony they have designed. 10 million people can be sent there. 1 billion also colony design is there. So this is a 32 kilometer cylindrical big orbiter which can be built and put in the Lagrangian point, L4. This is another design. So this is a very important thing. It's a very huge effort. 2040 is the space colony. Somebody is attempting to do that. So gravity will be 1g. What is there on Earth, they want to make the gravity also there. This is the artificial gravity they are trying to generate, Earth-like gravity. So living on Mars also, a lot of plans have come. How do we live on the Mars? Because this temperature is not suitable and living is very difficult on the surface. So whether we have to go down and live, also things people are talking. And whether the life is there underneath, that's also being studied. But the latest information is there is life on Mars. There was life on the surface, but now there is life underneath. So this is being studied by the scientific community. So this is what they have designed for the living in the Mars. So if you go out of the solar system, 2 places we have identified. One place is called, there's a star called TRAPPIST, which is 40 light years away. It has got 7 planets, all equal to the Earth. Water, everything is there, atmosphere, everything is there. Very nice place to go. So, but reaching 40 light years is the problem. Another one is nearby, it's called Proxima B, which is equal to the same size of the Earth. This is also livable. The aliens are living there, so it's a living place. And this is the nearest livable planet, 4 light years away. So it has got 2 suns. This planet has got 2 suns, you can see that. So it's a very interesting place. So to go there, you have to have speed. When you travel in speed of light, your mass is not going to change. That means when you are now 15 years or 10, 12 years child, if you travel in speed of light, you will remain as 12 years for a long time. So you can reach there. People are trying to find out how do we go faster. So nuclear pulse starship has been now, research is going on. Similarly, laser propulsion. Because the Mars today, we take 9 months to reach. But now people are trying whether we can go in 3 days' time to Mars. That's the type of research going on. But now one research has come for light speed. Engine has been developed for speed of light. This is the latest one. So if you can use this engine and travel, then you will be able to reach 13 minutes to Mars, 1.3 seconds to the moon. See travel time. That is what the people are trying to do that. This is the future. So think of the future, no? So you have got, beyond our boundaries you should think. So this is what people are thinking now, going to Mars, Moon and other planets and away from the solar system, mining asteroids, because wealth is there in asteroids, then solar power satellite and colonies, then flying into space and find out the new earth. Space tourism is going to come. So these are the areas in space where people can think something new. So if you look at the why new India I am talking is, India is completely changing. If you see today, this is the growth rate, economic growth rate. Economy is measured by the GDP, gross domestic product. And what is the growth rate? If you see the 2025 growth rate, India tops the world. We are 6.8%. And China, which was earlier 10%, it has come down to 4.6%. And America is 2.7%. And it is going down. So if you see that, because of the growth rate, our economy will grow. Where are we now? We are the fourth largest economy in the world. America number 1, China number 2, Germany number 3, India number 4. We are very close to Germany. We will overtake Germany very soon, in 2 years. Then we will become the third country. So top 3 countries in the world is going to be US, China and India. China will overtake US very soon and they will become number 1 and 2 will be USA, 3 will be India. But in 2047, if the same rate goes, we will go very close to the economy of USA. That also is possible. So this is the thing which is making the new India. It's going very far into the...
This is India, the world's fastest growing major economy, expected to be the world's third largest economy by 2027.
So if you see India, 2000 years before, we were the masters of the world. All knowledge came, all religious thoughts came, our agriculture we were doing top, civilization came, all these things if you see came, but we are not talking much about it because we talk about Egypt, we talk about other countries' civilization, but India's civilization is the oldest. This is 12,000 years old civilization. Egypt is 7,000 years, but we don't talk much about it. And this prosperity which was there crashed to zero because of the invasions, non-participation in the Industrial Revolution, and rising population. And India shrink, it has become red, small India in 1947. 2047, India will be very big, and it will be green India, and it will be the smart society India. That's a developed India. Why we are saying it will become? We have got 800 million youth today. You are all part of this. If you are going to put your energy to innovate new things to make India great, we will reach this faster. It's all in the hands of the young people. The future is India, but it is all in the hands of the young people like you. So we are in the knowledge age. Knowledge and technology is the solution for making India great. Economically, we are moving. Energy, we are now doing a lot of work we are doing, and renewable energy. Space, we are dominating. Military, we have proved that we are better. Industry is using AI and new technologies. Skill and creativity in the youth is a very important requirement. So we have got heritage, we have got goal of self-reliance. Youth can transform India to be a global leader. So with 1 billion youth in 2047, we are going to have 1 billion youth. Our population will be 1.7 billion. Youth will be 1 billion. New India is emerging as the global leader in 2047. But all in your hands. So your mind should blossom like this flower. And think of let our young minds blossom at the SRM campus. You all come today for developed India by 2047. So for that, what do you need? Ignited mind. You should have I should become big. That feeling should come in you. Ignited mind is the most powerful resource on the earth, above the earth, and under the earth. Abdul Kalam. So, Abdul Kalam, wishing all of you. Thank you.
அடுத்த ஆண்டு நடைபெறவிருக்கும் இன்சிப் எடிஷன் 2 பற்றிய செய்திகளை அறிந்து கொள்ள தொடர்பு கொள்ள வேண்டிய முகவரி புதிய தலைமுறை அறக்கட்டளை 24 GN செட்டி சாலை தியாகராய நகர் சென்னை 6017